You're a great partner. The university was a great partner. Well, I hope that all of you enjoyed the conference. We brought together the best minds on Eastern Europe, on Ukraine and Russia, to discuss what is going on in the region and what is going on particularly in Ukraine, and what the future may or may not hold for it. I'm going to be very brief. I'd just like to thank a number of people. I wanted to thank the speakers, first of all, the speakers and the moderators, who are an amazing group of people. Who came from far-flung lands to this conference to give us their time, their wisdom, and their experience. Thank you very much, because it was very, very highly appreciated. Secondly, though, I think, as you all know, Ukraine has huge problems, and Ukraine is at a crossroads if it hasn't already made the wrong turn. And the picture on the front cover of the booklet isn't just a nice piece of art, with Onyschuk pointing towards Moscow and the domes of St. Sophia behind him. That was 300 years ago, 1654. The Crossroads, and we know what happened there 300 years later. But the crossroads they're at now are much greater and on many more levels. Democracy versus authoritarianism and or kleptocracy. The rule of law or the rule of the elite. Corruption or transparency and free markets. And is it go east or is it go west? The October 2012 elections are going to be critical in determining Ukraine's destiny. And in my view, it will and is Ukraine's last chance. And therefore, to the Ukrainian Canadians here in the audience, I hope that we've heightened at least your interest, your concern, and firmed your resolve in getting back into the Ukraine game, and that you take back to your communities the results of this conference, and that you ask, and that you raise the awareness in your communities in terms of what is happening in Ukraine, raise money, and raise the interest for a 1,000-man observer mission this fall. Some part of which will be paid for by the Government of Canada, and the rest of it will have to be community-led, as it was in 2004. I hope that you do that, because it's going to be very important. A couple of closing notes. We've taped this conference, and we will have it available on the internet. We have an agreement with Channel 5, Kanal 5 in Kyiv, and they will both have access to it and will be airing it in pieces in Ukraine. We also intend to have a summary of the conference in short form, and we'll have to decide how best to do that, but the materials will be available. I want to thank the steering committee, who did an outstanding job under the chairmanship of Yars Balan. And I want to thank the UCC National Office, who made their entire operation here in Ottawa, although it's a very young operation, fully disposable to our needs, and helped organize a terrific conference. And finally, I want to thank our sponsors, without whom this conference would not have been possible. We would not have been able to have brought in the talent that you saw last night, both at the parliamentary committees last night and at the conference today. the closing event, which is the cocktail party, just outside the doors, and maybe some further discussion and questions amongst all of you. Thank you for coming, and we will see you in October, if not before, in Ukraine. Thank you.